Hello again, Kingston Town Administrator Keith Hickey with the latest edition of This Week in Kingston for the week ending August 23rd, 2024. A lot going on still in town. Want to remind everybody that early voting is still ongoing. It starts the 24th, the 26th through the 30th at the Font School on Green Street. If anybody's interested in early voting, you can stop by there and vote on those days, or you can do a mail-in ballot. Those ballots are available now. Reach out to the town clerk's office. They can help you out and get you a mail-in ballot so you're able to vote on election day on the 3rd of September. If you have any questions, again, please reach out to the town clerk's office. They'd be happy to help you out. Election day is, like I said, the 3rd of September. It is at the Kingston Elementary School cafeteria like it normally is, and the hours are 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. So if you have any questions at all, like I said, reach out to the town clerk's office. They'd be happy to help you out, let you know what's happening. The road construction for the water replacement on Route 3A, Summer and Main Street is going well. Still planning on finishing up before the school year opens in a couple of weeks. So we're hopeful that that gets done and there's no interruption at all with with school traffic. Next Tuesday night, the Board of Selectmen gets back to the normal meeting schedule, and they have a Board of Selectmen meeting next Tuesday night. One of the bigger items on the agenda is a joint meeting with the Kingston School Committee to interview two candidates that have submitted letters of interest to serve on the Kingston School Committee from now until next May when the elections next occur. So if people are interested in taking a look at who those candidates are and how they respond to questions, I'd urge you just to tune in to next Tuesday night's board meeting on the 27th at 6 o'clock at night. We have those two interviews, and both boards will then vote on the more capable candidate, I guess, in the two boards' minds to fill a position for the 6 or 7 months they are going to need to do that. We'll also be declaring the month of September, National Suicide Prevention Month, something that's done every year by the town of Kingston at the request of some outside groups. We also have we're proposing to amend our community host agreements we have with Elevated Roots, Elevated Cultivation, and Elevated Delivery, all one business, three separate LLCs. The state has modified some of the rules and regulations of a host community agreement between the town and an organization selling cannabis. So we're trying to modify our agreements to match state approval. We have a public hearing for Eversource to install a handhole and some conduit at Atwood Street and Spruce Street. We have a multiple day liquor license that's being requested by 42nd Brew Company for the Weir Family Christmas Tree Farm. And then beyond that, just a couple of other items. We've got a generous $100 donation to the Conservation Commission that we're asking the board to accept. And we'll also be potentially discussing the creation of a school zone up at the Silver Lake Middle and High School campus. I say potentially because we're waiting for the engineers to review the recommended school zone that we've proposed for that area. The state has expanded the school zone ability to create a school zone to high school age children now. It used to stop at age for the 8th grade. So with that, we're looking to create a school zone for the middle and high schools, and that would go into effect pretty quickly after that decision. The signs would need to be ordered. Obviously, the police department would then begin enforcing the school zone area. So we're hopeful that the engineer is able to provide us with their comments so we can present this information to the Board of Selectmen on Tuesday night. But if not, then we will have to postpone it for 2 weeks, and the board can bring that forward in September. So hopefully get that done sooner rather than later. Lastly, we've got a couple of requests to use some ARPA funds. This will exhaust our ARPA funds that were designated to the town of Kingston. We're looking to we had to move some of the town's fiber optic cable from poles that had been replaced. We need, and the police details that supported that move, as well as the purchase of school zone signs. So we're hoping that if they do approve the school zone, that we'll be purchasing some school zone signs to place to help enforce that. Lastly, we have a request for a no Jake brake. Jake brakes, from what I understand anyways, are brakes that typically are on trucks that use air brakes. So we're asking, there's a request for a no Jake brake zone on Main Street from at this point anyways, it's estimated from the intersection of Evergreen Street to the intersection of Route 3A. So those are the topics for next week's agenda. Like I said, the school zone is not definite yet, but that will be coming forward. If you have any thoughts or comments on any of the information, please feel free to reach out. Be happy to assist. And just a friendly reminder that a week from Monday is Labor Day, and all of the buildings that are open to the public, except for public safety buildings, will be closed to recognize Labor Day. So I will look forward to talking to you again next week. Next week, we have a longer show where we're going to start discussing the MBTA zoning with the public, with our town planner, Valerie Massard, to try to make people more aware of what the MBTA zoning is, what the impact of it may or may not be, and ultimately what the good and the bad is if it's approved or not approved. There's been a number of communities that have approved it, a few that haven't. It will be on the fall town meeting warrant. So if you have a comment or a concern about the MBTA zoning as we work our way through it, it's going to be important to attend the fall town meeting to voice your concern and ultimately vote one way or another on that proposal. So with that, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you again next week.